Most people don't know that not only did caribou used to roam states like Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire less than 150 years ago, but only a few decades ago, Maine actually tried to bring caribou back to their state. Maine tried to reintroduce caribou multiple times, and every time it failed. Maine has a vast wilderness, but the last confirmed sightings of wild caribou took place in 1914, and for years people wanted to bring them back. In 1963, the state imported 24 caribou from Newfoundland and released it around Mount Katahdin. At first, the results did seem promising, but within a few years, the members of the herd had scattered and disappeared into the woods. Then, in 1993, Maine said, let's try again. Another group of caribou was brought in, and this time they had tracking collars on them so scientists could follow them. But somehow, this attempt went even worse. The animals either migrated away from one another, were killed by predators, or died from disease. That's when the researchers realized something critical: Maine's wilderness had changed. The old-grown forests in Maine that caribou had depended on for thousands of years were gone. They'd been replaced by younger, more fragmented forests. By that point, the answer wasn't just to bring animals back because the entire ecosystem was gone. But Maine wasn't alone. Caribou had roamed much of the northern United States for thousands of years, ranging from New England to the Great Lakes, all the way out west. The last wild caribou in the lower 48 was captured in 2019, and it was living in the Selkirk Mountains of Idaho and Washington, but the rest of the herd had died out, so they captured it and put it in an enclosure in British Columbia with 2 other male caribou. One of the main reasons that herd died out was because of how much logging was going on in that area. Sometimes in history, you can't bring things back, mainly because the world it lived in is already gone.